Welcome, Collective, to Timeless Energy. I'm Barbara. This is a general timeless reading. This is entertainment purpose only. If it does not resonate, please do not try to make it fit with your situation. Watch out for scammers. I don't reach out. This is my disclaimer. There will not be anything in the comment section approaching you for private reads or anything of that nature. Okay. I thank you for the liking and the subscribing. Completely. The best support that you could possibly give to a newer or smaller station like my own would be to like or subscribe. If you haven't already, please press those buttons now, or if after you've watched the content of my Timeless Energy video today, if you like the content and you want to subscribe or press the like button, I would truly, truly appreciate all of that support. And as far as donations, I'm not really sure how that works, but there's 2 links in the description box. One is a PayPal link with an email that starts with the name, the word Harmony. And the other one is a Cash App. I'm not quite sure how that works. It was supposed to be automatic, or if I have to go and fish for it, or, I've been doing this for 4 years. I'm very, very small. I have a very, very small group of subscribers. Technically, haven't dealt with that. Okay, embarrassing myself before I even start. We're going to be using the old Hanson Roberts Tarot. Let me do this camera here. The Hanson Roberts. That was the first deck I got. I'm going to be pulling from the Learning Tarot after that. Every time I'm doing a read, I am using the Citadel, which is absolutely my most favorite deck. I've picked out 2 different oracles. You won't know which one that I'm going to be using. I had the Runes Oracle, pulled that out. And I've pulled out the Archangel Animal. And I set both of these really close by so that it's really, really, the other day, we've been having a lot of rain. We've been having a lot of rain. And I really, prayers, truly prayers for anybody who has been dealing with any devastation from the recent storms that have been going across the country. Okay, let's get into it. We pull 3 cards. Anybody who's watched this before knows that I'm going to be pulling 3 cards for today's Timeless Energy message. Okay? Timeless Energy message. Spirit guide me. Spirit guide me. Spirit guide me. Timeless Energy message for today. Spirit guide me. Spirit guide me. Timeless Energy message for today. Spirit guide me. Spirit guide me. I got the Strength, and it's in the upright. Okay. 2 more cards for the Timeless Energy message. 2 more cards, Spirit guide me. Spirit guide me. 2 more cards for the Timeless Energy message. Spirit guide me. Spirit guide me. I like this old deck. Spirit guide me. Oh, there it is. In reverse, I got the 2 of Rods. Okay, and Spirit guide me. 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 And the 3rd card tonight is the 6 of Cups. Alright. going to be switching off to a couple of the more popular decks in the very future reads, but I wanted to use something that was familiar. I don't know what, I didn't do it Astrocast check on the moons or the planets or anything like that. But I don't know. Feeling very nostalgic energy. Now, the first card is Strength, Major Arcana Strength, was the energy of your Leo and your Sun. And the chakra on that is the solar chakra. The Two of Rods in reverse is your Aries energy, your Mars energy, and your third eye chakra. Okay. Now, the Six of Cups here is the Scorpio, and you also have the Sun here, and it's the heart chakra. I know that most readers don't do this, but actually it helps me balance a little bit. I know that most of the other people just flashcards give you the message. I actually look at the definitions of the cards. I try not to be like too overwhelming about it. But let's start with the Strength. The Major Arcana, the Leo energy of. Now, I know that the Leo energy is an aggressive energy. It's a fire sign energy. And I do energies. I don't do people. I've got several Leos in the family tree. And they can, in some cases, be very aggressive if you're dealing with a person who's a Leo. But I'm dealing with the energy of the card. Now, with the Strength card here being ruled, or being Leo and the Sun. The Sun is shining the light, which means that the shadow aspect of is not hiding anything about the situation. The Sun is shining on all of the facts that you're dealing with. And the one thing that I don't ever seem to hear about this Leo energy, which is connected to the Strength card, would be being able to see the overall picture, which goes really well with the Sun shining on the entire situation, or the facts of the situation. So you see why I'm bringing that up. Normally I wouldn't mention it, but to tell you the truth, if the Sun is shining on the facts, then you are able, in this case, to see basically the whole picture. And that's why we're not dealing with people. We're not dealing with people. Now, the Strength card itself. Well, we know what strength is, right? Okay? If you're able to lift things, or able to endure hours and hours of physical labor, that would be strength. But with the Strength card, I think what we're looking at is something more along the lines with a strong inner strength. Staying calm in a crisis. Somebody who doesn't need to use aggression or physical strength. I mean, it could be physical strength, but usually with this energy, this is survival strength. This is the inner strength that you can pull on in times of need. It's inside us. It would be directly related to the subject of fear. You're dealing with something that normally, you know, even that you might even be afraid of, or maybe you're not even admitting that you maybe have some doubts or fears about things, but your strength within yourself overcomes this, okay? A strong person, or a person that has this strength, would be somebody that is a compassionate, big enough to overcome personal issues, to be a compassionate person. Now, with the aggression in this energy, you could be dealing with somebody who's got addictive, compulsive behavior. And that is just trying to be honest here. The thing about it is, normally with this energy of this card, you're dealing with a gentle person. You're dealing with somebody who doesn't need to fight physically. They keep going. No matter what is thrown at them, they find a way to figure it out. And this is where the strength really is. It's not necessarily that you've got the training or the resources. It's that if life threw that ball at you, you catch it and you deal with it. You find a way. That's what the strength energy is. Now, with the Leo energy, you can see the overall picture. So you've got the strength energy of being able to catch that ball no matter what life throws at you. You've got the strength energy of being able to find the solution, to sit down, meditate, take in the entire picture. Come to the conclusions that you need to find and follow through on those. That is a big one right there, following through on that. Because this is not only shining a light on it, this is having to do with practical matters. Practical matters. It's the stuff that keeps things going. Seriously, practical matters. The stuff that keeps it all going. We're not always strong that way. Not everybody's strong that way. So you're a compassionate individual, or the energy that you're dealing with is dealing with compassion. Okay? And you have this inner strength, which means no matter what life is throwing at you, you're able to cope with it. Alright? With the solar chakra also pervading or overshadowing this, or it's part of, it's a solar chakra energy that you're dealing with. It's a confidence that you can handle it. It's a confidence that you can handle it. I don't even know what the problem is. Do you know what the problem is? If you're resonating with this, if you know what the problem is, do you have the ability to catch that ball? Are you able to follow through and carry it through, no matter what is being thrown at you? Do you have that confidence? That's where we're at with this card, okay? Now, if you're dealing with overcoming fear, so you're very strong, courageous energy, all right? Overcoming fear takes courage. Or no matter what it is, your reaction, okay? Hey, that's another thing too. Something that you didn't see coming, okay? Something that you didn't see coming, okay? Because this is usually something that you're not planned. It's not planned. It's not planned. Okay, now we have the Two of Rods in the center there. And in reverse, the Two of Rods is trouble. Caused by outsiders or other people. Now that doesn't sound very good. So I can see if the two of rods in reverse is trouble, and the trouble is being brought out by an outside energy, okay? Why you would need to be a strong person, because if you didn't see that coming, you've got to be able to catch that, and you've got to be able to deal with it. With the trouble coming from the outside, it might have to do with a lack of planning. Then always when you're dealing with things that you're not sure of, you really need to do your research. No matter what it is, alright? It was not always a situation where you have control. If somebody threw you a fastball, you might not have the time to do the research right that very second. But the thing about it is the lack of planning. It also, if you're dealing with relationships, could be like maybe the loss of a spark there. Yeah, you're not interested. And you know what? The person you're dealing with is picking up on that. Seriously picking up on that. That is what this is. Okay? If you're dealing with relationships. This is Aries energy. And the thing about it is, with Aries, you see an opportunity. You're not letting that pass. You are not letting any opportunity pass when you're dealing with an Aries. And with the Mars energy connected to this, you could be very aggressive about it. You're not letting that opportunity pass. The thing about it is, in reverse, you might not want to let that opportunity pass. But there seems to be a spark plug that went out in that situation. Either you or somebody else, if you're dealing with a team of people or whatever, maybe a loss of interest. And in some cases, it is just flat out the planning. Was in a baseball game, watch how fast they throw those balls at people. You got to catch it, and then you got to know exactly where you're going to throw it. That takes skill. And the thing about it is, if you're going to catch that ball and you're going to know where to throw it, you need to have some kind of plan. The thing about it is, this energy is trouble. If you don't have a plan, you're going to have a problem. If you do not have a plan, you are going to have a problem, and that is what the Two of Rods is trying to say. This is not a fear of change. This is a lack of activity. This is not doing what you know should be done. You might be talking about it, but you know what? That planning requires that you put some time into it, and you're not doing it. You're not doing it. And the thing about the planning thing was so essential with the strength, being the Leo. And I don't deal with people if I can help it, but you know what I was noticing? Between the dates of July 23rd and August 22nd, I believe that this message is a set period of time. And I don't know why, but because of lack of planning, there's going to be some trouble, and that trouble is going to happen between July and August in the Leo season. I think that that's what we're looking at. You've got time. You know you're going to catch that ball, but you just don't know what direction it's going to be thrown in. I hate to use the baseball game, guys, because I don't have a season ticket, okay? The truth is, it's a great way to explain these two energies. You don't know what direction you're going. Where are you going to throw that ball when you catch it? Alright, there's going to be trouble if you can't figure that out. Now, the Six of Cups is in the upright. And again, you have the sun energy. Casting a light, taking away all of the shadow, revealing all of the details. Alright? So we started with revealing the details, and we're ending with revealing the details. Now, why is the difference? Because we're dealing with Scorpio. We're dealing with Scorpio. We're dealing with the future. We're dealing with the fact that the plans might fail. That is what the Six of Cups is saying. It is dealing with the future and dealing with the fact that the plans might fail. That is what it's saying. I swear I would not tell a lie. Alright? I am as close to possible to the actual definitions of the Rider-Waite as you could possibly get. Because, you know, to tell you the truth, I'm not really good with the intuitive part of... And once in a while, I see things, but I haven't reached the point where I'm willing to have a comfort level. Because, you know, some people don't want to hear it. The thing about it is, your plans might fail. Your plans might fail. Alright, you're dealing with a youthful energy. You're dealing with, you know, a little bit on the immature side. And with the Scorpio, oh my goodness, the sun is shining. This has to do with the heart energy of what you love or what you really are passionate about. Okay, you know, if you're dealing with the direction in your future or what you really, really want to do, what you really, really, really have decided that is perfect for you. That is perfect for you, you say, okay? But for some reason, this is saying that whatever it is that you're picking out, that you're going, that is perfect for me, is not going to work out. Why isn't it going to work out? Why? Because you didn't put enough of the work in on the planning part. Maybe you didn't qualify for something. Alright? The Six of Cups has to do with the past. Is there something that's happened in your past that's holding you back from actually reaching that goal? Alright? Now this is true. Revealing, shining a sunlight on all of the needed things. The requirements. Okay? Has to do with, well, the solution to the problem is something that actually you're familiar with. Because if you go back into your past, you will find that you learned something when you were younger. And you have the answer for it. Just draw from that lesson that you learned in the past. Okay? The thing is, it's saying here that we could be easily deceived in some situations. And we're saying here that there's not going to be a success here. I don't know what you're dealing with. I don't know what it is that is truly, deeply grounded in your heart. Something that you really, really would love. A goal that you would love to meet. Have. Something that you would love to be a part of. Enjoy the company of. What is it that you love? Well, you know what? The kids are going to school. When you get older, you got to apply for those things, right? Maybe it is the one you really love and you didn't get into it. Whatever. It's saying here that you're not going to get it. A lack of planning. Something in the mix. Something there in that recipe was overlooked. Or something in that recipe was a little bit short of the standard requirements of whatever you were trying to do. Okay? So, see, the Six of Cups is based on what's in the past, and I am thinking, okay, well, this isn't a fun thing if you're not going to get what you want. If you're not going to get what you want, and it has to do with what was in the past. What is in the past? You'd be surprised at what that energy could be. Your personal habits were developed when you were a child. The friends that you make. The networking isn't up to par. The grades that you got. You didn't work hard. You didn't prepare. You didn't get the grades. Well, you know what? The grades are not the only thing. You weren't cautious enough with your budget and you didn't save the money that you needed to save. You went out and had a good time. What is it in the past that is preventing your success here? And I think that at this point, we need to check this out with the Ronin Tarot. Because we're definitely getting some kind of message here. You know what? You don't want to work really, really hard on something, but based on this, whatever it is that you wanted to do, whatever is dearest in your heart, you didn't do the preparation work for it. And it had to do with something that you overlooked. Some kind of habit. Sadly enough, there is just about like all kinds of things that can prevent you from getting what you want these days. You just have to actually understand that the world is not a nice place. Okay. The Strength card. And that came right out. Your security. The Strength card here. This has to do with security. Materialism. One who mismanaged money. Or somebody that will do anything for money. Okay? So, whatever you're dealing with that caused this failure, it has to do with mismanagement of your finances. With the King of Pentacles, yeah, that's definitely money. Or somebody, either you or someone around you, whose only focus is on getting the money. Probably your money. But you know what? The thing about it is, I don't know about that. You hear that a lot. You hear readers say, oh, there's somebody's going to steal from you. They're stealing from you. They're stealing from you. They're not always stealing money. Sometimes they're stealing time. With the King of Pentacles, it's definitely money. And you know what, to tell you the truth? If somebody's going to sabotage a situation, it's probably going to be you. So I would go for mismanagement of money. Alright, the Strength card. What? Your inner strength and your balance and being able to overcome fear and go out in there to the real world and go for whatever you want, and you're not being successful. Because somewhere along the line there was some mismanagement of finances. That's what it is. That's what it says. Now with the Two of Rods, that's not your favorite energy being in reverse like that. But seeing an opportunity and going for it is that Aries energy. Ooh, there. That's it. Almost fell. Almost fell. Balance. You're lacking balance. You're lacking organization. And poor financial decisions are marveling that cake you just put in the oven. Seriously. How could it be a better card? And that one just flipped right out. There's no way I could have picked a different card. There's absolutely no way that I could have picked a different card on that situation. It's perfect. Your mismanagement of funding is actually probably creating issues with your balance. And this is the third eye chakra. Both of these are the third eye chakra. And you know what that tells me? Your gut instinct, your intuitive ability, you already know this. You're just not admitting it. Are you in denial? You're just not admitting it. Are you in denial? Because both of these situations here is the third eye energy, the chakra of the third eye. And okay, now that's not just having intuitive ability, but trusting that your intuitive ability is spot on. You know this already. Unless you're not willing to stand in front of a mirror and have a heart-to-heart talk with what you're doing and the choices that you're making, are you seriously going to deny that the real issue is the mismanagement part? With the Six of Cups where you're failing, let's clarify that. Let's see if we can turn it around. Can we turn it around? The Six of Cups where we're failing. We're not going to get that opportunity. There's going to be something going on here. We're not going to get that opportunity. Spirit guide me, Spirit guide me. Clarify the Scorpio. Because you know what? It's not over a lack of confidence, which is your Scorpio energy, but the Sun energy, which is shining the light on all of what's going on. So you should know exactly what's going on. And you're ignoring your gut instinct? Or maybe you're not ignoring it, you're just not wanting to admit that there might be some truth to it. We have the Queen of Cups, nurturing. I got this too low. I got the camera really low, and I know the light's shining on it. I'm sorry. I like to show the cards, but okay. Another third eye chakra. 3-3, 3/3. This is all your gut instinct. All three of these here that clarifies this is about your gut instinct. What are you ignoring? Your gut instinct is telling you the truth. Why are you in denial about the truth? This is a choice based on sincere feelings. Your imagination, your dreams, your empathy, your occult interests, your deep feeling. Your mother or a mother substitute may play a significant role in near future events. Okay. Sincere feelings. Well, we already said that this choice, or whatever you're doing, was dealing with the heart chakra. So it is definitely something very close to your heart. Very, very close to your heart. And I've had the mother and the mother substitute thing. You know, it's always really nice to run back to your mother. But you know what? If you got 3 third eye chakras, 3 gut instinct symbols, that's a triple deck, okay? You don't have to be a gambler to understand if your gut instinct says, okay, and you're going to sit there and ignore it. What would the outcome? The outcome's going to be failure. Okay? Your choices have to be based on how you sincerely feel. You have to actually come out of that denial and sit down and figure out truly how you really feel about a certain situation. If you're not willing to do that, you will fail eventually. I'm not saying that you're not going to get everything that you want, or that you're going to end up sitting at a bus stop homeless today. I am saying that if you don't listen to your gut instinct based on your sincere feelings, that whatever it is that you're working on here, no matter how strong you are, you're going to have trouble. You're going to have trouble, and you're going to have failure. So what this is basically saying is you need to sit down with yourself and nobody outside of that. You say, what is it that you really, really want? What is it that would make you really, really happy? Is that possible? Is that the direction that you're actually going in? You need to sit down and be honest with yourself, because you're going to have trouble and you're going to have failure if you don't. That seems to be the message here. Okay, let's go over the... God, I love these. The Citadel. I'm not throwing boxes all over the place here. I know we can't see this, the Citadel. There's a book. It's easier to do the book than it is to do the box. And this, I love these cards. You know why? Because I get to read them. And I love whoever put these cards together. So we're going to throw a couple of these cards down. And we're going to find out what's going on. Let's find out what's going on here. Spirit guide me. Spirit guide me. Spirit guide me. Spirit guide me. Oh, too many. For the Strength, Spirit. For the Strength card. Give me one card to clarify. For the Strength energy. For the Strength energy. Spirit guide me. For the Strength energy. Spirit guide me. For the Strength energy. Spirit guide me. For the Strength energy. I got the Sleeper. Cause and effect. Clarity. Let's see what the Sleeper has to say. And it's in the upright. Locked away in their tower, the Sleeper is fated not to live under the sun, but instead to embrace the shadows and live a life of clairvoyant dreams. While their sibling, the Waker, holds the knowledge of the daytime world, the Sleeper lives in a world of visions, untangled omens, yet blind to the truth of the true world. They speak only prophecies based on what they see in their dreams without ever having to face the repercussions. Past decisions that you have made are starting to have an effect, and whether they were made for the right or wrong reasons, it's too late to change them now. It's hard to admit when you are at fault, so learn what you can from the situation. Next time you can make a better choice rather than repeating the same errors. So basically here it's saying your gut instinct is telling you, you know what's going on. Unless you're in denial, you know what's going on. Okay, that's 3 third eye chakras in a row. And basically, it's basically telling you that there's some clarity on the facts here. The sun has been twice shining on all of the facts of the real situation. There is no denying the truth of that. And this is admitting the real world is hitting you in the face. You might have made a small mistake and you didn't, well, maybe you're not willing to admit that it's a mistake. Because you know what, if it's a choice and it's going in the direction of what you really want, that's a toss-up as to whether you made a mistake or you just made a choice that would have made you happier and everybody else thinks you made a mistake. Okay, there's a little clarity there, okay? Because I don't actually believe that a person gets up and goes out of their way to make mistakes. I think a person really goes out there to do the best that they can and to go into the direction that they need to go in to live their life. And other people might look at it as a mistake, But you know what? Maybe later on down the road, to find out, like, they're wrong. Maybe later on down the road, you find out that they were right. But you know what? It's not a mistake. If you're going for what you love, what's in your heart, the thing about it is, your gut instinct says, right here, what? What? Maybe next time you'll make a better choice? Oh my goodness, are you even going to have a next time? Well, that would depend on what the choice was. Because you know what, to tell you the truth, sometimes you don't get a second chance. Okay, now, the Two of Rods. Spirit guide me, Spirit guide me. The Two of Rods, Spirit guide me. The Two of Rods. No, I'm not taking that too many. Oops. Spirit guide me, Spirit guide me. Spirit guide me, Spirit guide me. Clarifying the Two of Rods. The Two of Rods. The Two of Rods, Spirit guide me. 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 There we go. I got the Captain. Taking command and teamwork. I remember that was the Two of Rods in reverse. That was the trouble card. That was the you got a problem. Okay, Captain, we might have a small leak in the boat. That might be a problem. Okay, 64. Oh, I don't usually read off the page numbers. I'm a little tired. In the upright, the Captain. Okay. A friendly call, a grin, a warm handshake. The Captain passes in the street with their men, the playful jostling of armored guardsmen, reminiscent of a tussling pack of littermates. In the center of it all, the Captain commands their followers with ease, confident in their position, well aware of the loyalty and love they inspire. They have earned this position through hard work and camaraderie. It may feel easier to attempt a task alone, but some things are easier with a little teamwork. Don't ignore the talents of those around you. You need to experience the diversity of others to accomplish your goal. Be the driving force that's needed to get things done, but make sure to acknowledge the value that each person brings to the table. And isn't that the most important part of being the Captain? That everybody else might be working together as a team below you, but you know what? Every now and again, everybody needs to be recognized for the part that they play. That was a good one. Okay, we got one more card here. The Six of Cups, the Six of Cups. Okay, Spirit guide me, Spirit guide me. The Six of Cups, the Six of Cups. Spirit guide me, Spirit guide me. You gotta hurry up here because the dog needs to go outside. And, whoa. I have the pathless, difficult decisions, and a lack of direction. Oh. I already got lack of direction somewhere. It's one of the cards. Lack of direction. Why would we have a lack of a direction? Oh, well, you know what? Like I said, you got to have the planning, right? You've got to have the planning. The Six of Cups was about like the plans might fail. And it had to do with the planning. Are we saying that the possibility is not necessarily not being involved with the planning, but the direction hasn't been picked yet, so you can't really plan? That would make sense. But let's see what the Pathless says. Pathless. The street is busy, alive with the shouting of voices and the sound of boots on cobbles, but one pair of feet seem to have no destination, walking in circles, meandering and lost. This poor soul is the Pathless, who hesitated on many decisions and rushed into too many others. They are the product of indecision and misdirection, lacking confidence in themselves and trusting too much in people who would misguide them. Okay? It feels like progress on whatever you've been working towards has ground into a halt. Others might give you unsolicited advice, but you know yourself better than anyone else. Take a step back. Consider a new direction, but don't keep stubbornly moving forward if it's not getting you anywhere. Okay, well, I can see the part where if you're getting misdirected, because you know what? Usually people love to give advice, and usually the advice that they're giving is more about what they want, not what you want. So when you are picking a direction or you're making a choice, what did we say earlier? It really has to have something to do with what is truly in your heart. Okay? So if you didn't plan or you didn't put the planning in, you may not know what direction it is that you're going to be going in. But this lack of direction or the difficult decision might be that the direction is not something that you planned. When we're in a group, that does happen. That does happen. Let's see. Yeah, I want, actually, give me the Archangel Animal. Let's see. What direction is not so important? Because you know what? There are many people watching me, the collective. Many people watching. And your directions might all be different. But we want to know more about, are you the one making the plans? Or is this something that's basically been, you know, made, is it truly what you want? But I'm not quite sure what I'm trying to say here. The lack of direction, the lack of planning, the lack of, what is the reason for that? Spirit guide me, Spirit guide me. What is the reason for the lack of planning? What is the reason for the lack of direction? What is this energy that's leading you to possibly failing? Was it the lack of effort that you made? Was it not the direction that you wanted to go in? Was it because you don't know what direction it's going to be yet, and yet you have not been able to sit down and devise any kind of plan, much less a backup plan? And we pulled the Rat. Don't ask me, I gotta read the book. Be true to yourself, and the universe will reward you. Well, isn't that what I already said? What's truly in your heart? What direction are you going in here? What seems to be the problem? Is the direction that you're going truly the direction that you really want to go in? Okay. Let's see what the rat has to say. So we're not doing the open-ended, oh, somebody's stopping you, or somebody's, creating a problem. Be true to yourself. And I've always liked that idea. Rats are highly evolved and intelligent creatures with big hearts, and they originate on Neptune. They offer to undertake a sacred mission on Earth to consume sewage and garbage here, as well as the psychic rubbish around it. This worked well until humans created so much waste and negativity that rats could no longer transmute it all. Although more rodents arrived to help, they were all in overload and developed disease. Humans started to persecute them. Now rats live in fear, so they can no longer transform and purify our debris into love. Recently, new elementals, have arrived from another universe to help consume and clear waste on land and in water. But it's time for humans to take responsibility for the rubbish we leave, both physical and emotional. The rat card reminds you that when you are acting with the best and noblest intentions, you may still be misunderstood. In extreme cases, you may even be persecuted. There will always be those who want to put the light on others. Why would you put the light on another person? Obvious, so that the people around you do not point the finger at you. Right? I don't know if you're resonating with this, and I don't know if the situation is yours or not. I really, 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 really don't. I don't know. But I'm going to pull Rune's article. You know why? Because I've still got 10 minutes. Well, we're having fun, aren't we? Okay. So why would you put the light on another person? Okay? I mean, we've developed so much waste and so much debris. So much debris. Okay? Why would you put this all on another person? Take responsibility for the choices that you're making. If you're making the choices, don't blame another person for it. Stand up and take responsibility for the things that are happening, because you know what? There's going to be a failure here. Somebody came up with whatever is going on, and somebody, now that it doesn't look like it's going to do anything but fail, isn't willing to admit it was their idea. Tiwas, the god of fire, motivation. God of war, law and justice, courage and tenacity in the face of trials. Again, courage. But motivation is what I saw. Motivation. Okay. So instead of pointing that finger at somebody else, maybe somebody should get a little bit of motivation and start figuring out what those preparations are going to include. I do thank you very, very, very much for coming and spending some time with Timeless Energy. Don't forget to press that like, and don't forget to press that subscribe. It will also help if you don't mind to share this video with others. By all means, I need as many people to like and subscribe and join as possible to help build my station. So if you've already subscribed and you like this content, share it with some of your friends. I truly appreciate it. I'll be breaking these down into small edits, which you guys already know. Probably that's what I do quite a bit. And you never know when you're going to see the edits because it's timeless. It's all timeless. If you see this video and it's 6 months old, it's still timeless and can be meant for you the day you see it. I thank you for your time. I do appreciate that. I welcome you come back anytime to watch out any of my timeless energy videos. And there are actually quite a number of them. Some are good, some are bad. You know, hey, you never know. But I do appreciate that. Press like and subscribe. And come back again and see me soon.